the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Mabunu ewo NDC amanyoko ni mbo fu papa enya asem kotwa once kamia sa ade chen nyina Aseidu Nketiah epese won ode won adwene edi agro na da bi o ma won koye nnuama emfaso bia eni so ene se o se on 17th ene Aseidu Nketiah etimi ema NDC amanyoko ni mabunu te won hugu monten so won eye demonstration tentirente de etia electoral commission now mukoko piemu ewo IPAC meeting Dr. Omanebo ama ona wo hwe IT hunsem edema NDC amanyoko no nsam mudi gu ho ene nneoma mo level against isi nyina momfa evidence mra mukopiemu ho amuni evidence bia na mabunu ne se won atse Aseidu Nketiah esan se won arrange another demonstration no na mabunu ne se NDC amanyoko ne Aseidu Nketiah nim no be ka demonstration asem bi kire won pa ekwan a won de Aseidu Nketiah be fa so no because adenti na akoko pie mo ho antimi provide evidence sa na mbe ka kire om so mo wini election nanso won ekoko pie mo court mo anya figure bia mfa nko obepre national chairman ya na ode no kre no eba betu dwa na yenko tie Samuel Koku ani do nso kasa e de fa ho yenko tie
to IPAC meeting na isi no friend say yenu anu NDC for America no I can't manage them. This will make NDC no, but at this point in time, I'm doing civil society organization job. I'm not an elected executive member of the party. NDC, NDC for any voter register and come out by you know. And then I see the free meeting is yeni no patches and nanu ye voter exhibition of the register no omo nyama bi wo register no a omo di ze as isi na boniti mu pose opese owi abato no ma amanjo fufuro bi into omo mpene and no demonstration
Koko Timenka. Yeah, I'm a tonka line breaking kakra to asumame.
Okay. The point I was making is that a call meeting, no, and they say Yenyanum NDC for Yenyan in cost for some time. Oh, my or more patches say, yeah, voter vote. Exhibition of the voters register no omo hunyama bi wo ade ne mu a party say isi no pese we abato no ma amanyo fufuro bi itomo mpene ntini fa bewu ejabeto Ghana yempene moja behwegu amenro yankinkan ya opini kopito to bi kwachi former national security minister and also have the joint chorus that they will overrun the issue. The issue will be overwhelmed. The MPP will be overwhelmed because of voters register. I'm over. They say we are expecting would the petition be by? Nah. Easy and young Wajuma, easy demo. And I easy at almost 3 weeks to 1 month. And I easy part says, so much not say, I want to share. Because NDC continues to put out the propaganda and say, more evidence. But you are still not sending the evidence to the EC. And it's the EC for IPAC in there. In fact, the last time CSOs, you need EC share it. About 3-4 months ago, and then an IPAC meeting. And I remember I was one of the people who raised the issues. The next IPAC meeting, if you want more, don't be not media for and the cover be. And the other CSOs virtually agreed. Say ampa. Because some IPAC here you call. Now say a political party. Inter-party advisory committee. Different political parties are telling different stories. So why don't you allow the media to come in and cover life? I'm of no, and Supremo, and we went for the meeting. And so 12 political parties, the two main political parties, MPP, NDC, and then 10 other political parties are making up IPAC. NDC was represented by Omane Boamo, mini deputy, Tanko Rashid, and then Akolaba Kubi, Yaira Koku. Then the MPP was represented by Peter McMenu, Justin Kudia, General Secretary, and Nimako, and Mr. Director of Research and Elections at the headquarters. So the political parties were allowed 3 representatives each. And the one representative each. Now, diplomatic community, any development partners. It was a big gathering. Long and short, Amufa. And that easy breathing. Omoni Kasan Asat Anopai 10 o'clock I started here. And this is still MFAD than Bia and Baye. But so Omokase nya NDC for no ka omontia na omosomoboa. Iti nya NDC for no kana abontin so omo tikeno. They want to respond to the things that the NDC people have been saying out in the open as still omo for evidence and by of any say omo IT for the baby using PowerPoint presentation. So the issues that the NDC put out, the missing names, ID card, and the idea of point. So register kesiye weyo. And the EC now decided they will present to IPAC near NDC for no kawa bontia. Still a month than Sidiaka Tambaye, but evidence and by, but they will be address the issues now. Almost missing names. Missing names, no. Noise, no outside. It's only one name, one Ernestofori. ID card pen to be presented here. That is Nyamoyan outside, no. So the EC says, this Ernestofori Amokai, his name is not missing. Amova, they were able to prove to us that the name is on the register. I am telling you. Now, the fact is that how do you use only one name, assuming even it was missing and banned, to do an extrapolation, say X number of names are missing. And Eastern say, so this is one name, we are proving to you. The other names you say you have, bring it to us. And we believe that we will prove to you that those names also are on the register. Because with the current system that we have, apparently, it's difficult. It is impossible to delete any name. After almost 50,000 dead people. If you say 50,000 dead people, the better one say I'm more evidence. You're able to find 50,000 dead people. Why? The law says that bring the death certificate, burial certificate. We will clean the register and also move to me from by. Then you say you have about 15. You discovered 15 illegal entry pass. ECC, they don't understand that terminology. But if it means XYZ, they prove to you that there's no illegal entry pass. Amufa, and it's the 5 major points are NPC for the buy-in. But the interesting thing is that at a point in time when the EC was explaining, now woman was sorry now for our lap iPad. Now we're trying to go, they are brought for more. And now the iPad, no, every explanation, we had their mom. After we share them, when you say, what's going on? We are here in Ghana. You say the Electoral Commission of Ghana, because if you look at Chapter 7 of the 1992 Constitution, specifically Articles 45, 46, Amufa, it is there that the Electoral Commission is the body that manages elections in this country. No other body. They cannot manage our elections, but it is not possible. NC it is our Brofonoma who Jania come was a Omusha the screen or so. The EC is saying, NDC, why don't you provide us with that thing so we can have a conversation. Mr. Debbie, if at a point in time, I'm on money, say it's part of their strategy that they will not give the evidence to the Electoral Commission. I'm saying, what? Is this the NDC that I used to represent? Now, interestingly enough, both parties made reference to the BAC in 2016. And they say NPP4, the register was blocked, and then there were Togolese on the register. Interestingly, sir, the DIA meeting then Alisa no the one meeting in 2016 or so over that issue. And a certain Samuel Koku Sichopa, which is me. I was the Deputy General Secretary of the NDC at the time. They should provide evidence. I went to the Volta region several times to hold press conferences because I was to go for good Volta region register also. And he said, easy, the easy here and then. Some brain on that say, easy here the same thing as the MPP for evidence number. The late Justice VCRAC Crab said that whatever meeting. Now, the point I'm making is that at the end of the day, the daddy said MPP4 so no more the politics at that time. There wasn't much evidence, so there was no forensic audit. Today, the same Kokusi Tofanido, I am saying, Dominion NDC4. I have not changed it. So it's the same argument we are making there. If you have the evidence, provide it. So up to now, up to the time I told meeting, I'm about 3 p.m. on them. Me still end to me and an iota, a shred of evidence, I'm dying IPAC. Now for me, my position is that Mona say yenye forensic audit of the register. But I'm of what happened today, me say the NDC failed a forensic audit test at IPAC. That's what happened today. The NDC, which is calling for a forensic audit of the voters register, the National Voters Register, today failed a forensic audit test at IPAC by not providing a shred of evidence to back all the things that they are saying. So they have failed an IPAC forensic audit test. How do those same people now come and tell us that they have the moral authority that we should go and audit the main register? Because they couldn't prove anything. If they do, baby, no. Omani say, more other political parties. They do register the man, you know. Munya die. Young one, a China in the year 20, and Yabaya sign she movie. And Kayana also more after Damaya. Parties follow to no problem. South Sudan be Fayanda. But I must emphasize that be mamma, but please, the name of the game is evidence. That must heavy, not evidence, no way. So, at an IPAC meeting of 12 registered political parties, NDC stood alone. We MPP grant to change it, one MPP for the. So, out of the 12, 10 of the other political parties continue to congratulate the EC. EC Moya de Eboma Basu, EC Moya de Eboma Basu. The past and what people never watch it. When I ask you, feel say the big cost were any, but near my year, my baby, I am maybe a force one back account. So, I'm afraid that is what happened at IPAC today. That the NDC failed a basic forensic audit test at IPAC today.
One question they fair common run away. Yeah, Bontena, Amanu Wayache becoming a deputy general secretary for NDC, Wunyeni Paketwa. Near Air Kosuono, yeah, Bonteno, you who say it.
You know, for me, when I sat there and I saw Macmenu, Justin Kudia, and Nimako, and I compared it to my other side, Honoman and the catcher, Madame, would be another CSO person there. Watch something unfold. And I say, what? I'm saying, look, I have been there before. I've worked with Aseidu Nketiah in particular before. If there was some glory that the NDC was going to take at IPAC today, Aseidu Nketiah would have been present at this meeting. If he was sure in his heart of hearts that today the NDC was going to lead IPAC meeting in a glorious manner, and Aseidu Nketiah Katabeba Abedi Echinemi. Now this was before the meeting started. So by the end of the meeting, the guy said, Koku, you know your people. I said, I know. If I don't know anybody in politics very well, Johnson, Kwejo Aseidu Nketiah, I maybe answer a question. I'm a fan. Say, if there's one person in Ghana who will stop Aseidu Nketiah from destroying the country, it is me, Sono Koku Sichopa Amido. And look, and I've prayed to God, and I've taken vows, and I've covenanted with this soil, Ghana, that I will stop Johnson Kwejo Aseidu Nketiah from destroying this country. I tell you, I will not allow him because Nyamuye, Sanamuye 2020, a dada mofa, somewhere winning election. Today, what happened at IPAC is the same thing which happened at the Supreme Court in 2020. That they went to the Supreme Court with no evidence. Yet by that time, they had deceived boys to go onto the street. So today, I say the Nketiah will tell us, say, Nipa 8, Nipa 8, why the cow go street? I will break the law, and now law no dealing for more, unfortunately, or more baby. Why the cow go street? And who just Nketiah? So it's the same tactics they are using again. They don't have any evidence, and today at IPAC they were embarrassed. So you are doing all this with no evidence. Same thing like John Mahama one called demonstration. Because apparently from my information, that demonstration almost 17th from Beko. On the night of 16th, Amufa, the same penny for Eko Mahama Hoka John A. Paucho. If Aseidu Nketiah and the headquarters is not able to produce incontrovertible evidence, please don't go on the demonstration. You'll go and embarrass yourself. And on kind, he said 2020. It's the same as Aseidu Nketiah who was making noise that they had evidence. They had evidence. After they could do Supreme Court, no. Aseidu Nketiah couldn't provide any evidence. And he said, John, when him go and Aseidu Nketiah, when him who couldn't achieve you. That's why he ran away from the demonstration. And he said even today, I'm a family baby. Today, on the day, say IPAC, easy, IPAC, crucial IPAC meeting. Mona Musi say, you have to say, we are demo. Into more evidence. Do you believe strongly? Say, Anka NDC or evidence, national television, TV cameras all over. Adena John Mahama, and then decided say, on the Kwakushia. On a very crucial day like this, and I'm talking as a governance expert, a political watcher, a communications expert, a politician. And I make us say, when I also register now, you have a tuabano. You say you are about on the ruling government. And the crucial IPAC meeting, national chairman Ango, general secretary Ango, and the Mujaman Kolabim Zomongo. To make matters worse, this thing is being beamed live for the nation to follow. Then you, the flag bearer, you decide to go and have this engagement and say you are beaming your own life, competing with media space with the IPAC meeting. So, Mama, you think that some of us cannot read through you, eh? You think some of us cannot read through you, eh? We can read through you. So you yourself, you don't believe in the IPAC process. Now, himself, a man will not go and provide any evidence into a way. Say in Sabia to so tomorrow, instead of all of us discussing how the NDC embarrassed itself at IPAC, then you see, say now you see, Obia Koshen comes and Mahama Baba by president. And no more discussion. That's the game they are playing. But there's a God who will expose anybody who wants to disturb the peace of this country. God up there will expose the person because it's true. What continent is Yen come go to say what president? So that tomorrow we'll discuss that one because your sister Papa a national prophet. Into an Washington comes over by the president. So that Yen no more the discussion. Me and Kai say Corona was so more IPAC no. Omo for evidence anko. Moko go many mercy. Because Kokwana politics. But you see, for as long as some of us remain alive as nation builders, and America Samofa, the American in 2016, editia MPP forum. And one America and editia Miankasa microphone. Kokwa do work no change, and I will never change. Ghana first.
Kokomia no ase, Ebeka Sechri. Nyankopon and Count.